Hello and welcome for your astrological forecast for May 2024. What to expect, what planets are dominating the skies, and what are the themes that are going to play out for May 2024. If you like the video, then like it and also press the subscribe button as well. It all helps to spread the word of astrology. Okay, let's get on with it. What can we expect from this month of May when the sun is in Taurus, Venus is also in Taurus, Mercury's still in Aries until the middle of May, and then it will go into Taurus. So we've got an emphasis of the Taurian energy, which is always a stabilizing influence, fixed Earth. And for a lot of us, that will be a big impact because we will feel that we are in a much more stable time generally. And I think for a majority of us, it's been very, very chaotic, particularly in March and April. And suddenly things just seem a little bit more palatable and easier to digest of what's happening in the world. But we've got some major events happening from an astrological level in May. And the first one is on the 8th, where we've got a new moon in Taurus at 18 degrees. And this is going to make a conjunction with Uranus. It's a separating conjunction. But it does mean it's going to be a little bit unpredictable during that time, particularly on the 7th, 8th and 9th from an economic point of view and a political point of view. So just look out for that. That's going to be an interesting one because new moons are the start of a new cycle. And I think from an economic point of view, that's certainly going to be very much in the news at that point here as well. The other big kind of news is on the 26th, Jupiter is finally going to go into Gemini for the first time in 12 years, where it will spend nearly a year in the zodiac sign of Gemini. And this will bring expansion to the education system in the Northern Hemisphere, to short distance travel, to e-commerce, buying and selling, retail, cashless society, or certainly those seeds being planted firmly at this time and going into 2025. But, Jupiter in Gemini is detriment. It's not a happy combination. It can spread itself too thin. It can get scatty and not look at the big picture, look too much at the details. So as a society, because Jupiter is a societal planet, we have to be careful. As it enters into Gemini, it's also not straight away, and certainly not in the month of May, but it will make a square aspect with Saturn in Pisces. And we've got two societal planets of Jupiter and Saturn in mutable signs. Interesting, because that means a lot of changes are going to happen over a short space of time. But Jupiter and Gemini will feel like a little bit of a breath of fresh air at first. It will feel like things are moving maybe a bit too quickly. But Jupiter and Taurus has been slow, like one step forward, two steps back. So suddenly things can really pick up and move forward at quite a pace. And for the air signs, this is obviously Gemini, Libra and Aquarius. This will feel like life is suddenly beginning to able to move rather quickly. And for Sagittarians as well, the people that come into the life are going to bring expansion and awareness and ability to look at life at a different way. So it does change the landscape quite a bit. But for a majority of us, May is going to feel like a month where we can slightly settle down and slightly be more grounded in our approach and our level of own inner development, where I think particularly in March and April, it's been responding to the external influences rather too much. And that's given a sense of anxiety, a sense of us not being able to feel that we can cope with what's going on or the amount that's going on. So there is a much more grounding, much more practical level that's coming into May, which means that I think it will be an easier month than March and April. But at the same time, that shift of energy from Jupiter and Gemini really does change the dynamic quite a bit. And for a majority of us, that will feel like a real kind of energetic shift that's taking place that hopefully will mean that we look at things from a different way, a different perspective. And it means that from a political point of view, things might actually move in the right direction, hopefully. That's all we can hope. But certainly for a majority of us, it's going to feel like that there is a new energy that's come in that's changing the landscape and hopefully for the better for us all. Anyway, if you like the video, press the like button and please become a subscriber and speak to you all very, very soon. Thank you for watching.